It's my girlfriend, Vanessa.
Hi.
This is Dan.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm trying to convince Nate here to make an appearance at the family hoodoo this weekend. Lunch today.
Hoodoo. Hoodoo.
Nate here to make an appearance at the family hoodoo this weekend. Lunch today.
We know they weren't cool to you and your mom, but I mean, it seems like your cousin is trying to make up for it.
Yeah, well, unless he's armed with an engraved apology from my grandfather, I do not.
Engrave. Engrave.
Yeah, well, unless he's armed with an engraved apology from my grandfather, I do not.
Let's make lists.
Lily.
Look, you clearly have some idea about my past that I'd prefer to dispel. In this way,
Dispel. Dispel.
about my past that I'd prefer to dispel. In this way.
And C is coming to B, sheepish.
Sheepishly. Sheepishly.
C is coming to B, sheepish.
Serena thinks you're in some kind of trouble. But it seems to me your only problem is having a party all by your lonesome.
Lonesome. Lonesome.
Problem is having a party all by your lonesome. Well, as much as I enjoy bursting your bubble, he's just using you to get at me. Ask him about his role as a kidnapper.
Kidnapper. Kidnapper.
Ask him about his role as a kidnapper.
Please, all I did is bring that girl to a waiting pile of cash, which I understand she gladly took before leaving town.
Gladly. Gladly.
Which I understand she gladly took before leaving town.
I didn't exactly knock the essays out of the park.
Another unfortunate byproduct of that regrettable situation.
Regrettable. Regrettable.
Unfortunate byproduct of that regrettable situation. Unfortunate byproduct of that regrettable situation. Which, I might add, you handled admirably.
Admirably?
Admirably. Admirably.
Admirably?
The worst in her.
True. Unfortunately, my PI has yet to dig up an unpaid creditor or a jealous husband.
Unpaid. Unpaid.
Yet to dig up an unpaid creditor or a jealous husband.
Did you and Blair find anything you like at BBH?
Well, Blair certainly did. You reorganizing?
Oh, no, just reminiscing.
Reminisce. Reminisce.
Oh, no, just reminiscing.
It's gonna take him 20 minutes to get through the 90s alone.
I know, I know. We got into this tiff because...
Tiff. Tiff.
We got into this tiff because...
You want me to call that?
Oh, this is touch, not rugby.
Rugby. Rugby.
Oh, this is touch, not rugby.
And yes, on the intimidating front, feel like a Republican at the Kennedy compound.
Oh, don't fret. Everyone loves you.
Fret. Fret.
Don't fret. Everyone loves you.
What do you mean?
I assume you saw the Hollow Governors. Politics is a Vanderbilt birthright.
Politic. Politic.
Politics is a Vanderbilt birthright. Nate mentioned you're kind of an activist in your community, a documentary filmmaker.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think you've been misinformed. The only...
Misinform. Misinform.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think you've been misinformed. The only...
What's this? Good cop? Bass cop?
Blair needs to regroup, so you need to bid adieu.
Adieu. Adieu.
Blair needs to regroup, so you need to bid adieu.
Spotted. B taking one small step for new Blair. One giant step towards a strange townhouse.
Townhouse. Townhouse.
One giant step towards a strange townhouse.
We'd come to the reception at the country house.
Oh, reception at the country house. It's very blazer and chinos.
Chino. Chino.
It's very blazer and chinos.
This may sound silly. It's just I don't want Nate to get pushed into the family sausage grinder and come out a clone of his cousin.
What?
Grinder. Grinder.
Grinder and come out a clone of his cousin.
What?
And the last thing I'd want to do is say something that might keep them apart.
Nate's a pretty understanding guy when he's not maiming people in the football field, so.
Maim. Maim.
When he's not maiming people in the football field, so.
But if you're worried I'm gonna be pushed into anything, don't be.
Because I am really happy that you reconnected with your family. Just
Reconnect. Reconnect.
because I am really happy that you reconnected with your family. Just
Chuck? What are you doing here?
Miss Waldorf, as I was saying, I met with you as a favor to your headmistress.
Headmistress. Headmistress.
Saying, I met with you as a favor to your headmistress. But Sarah Lawrence cannot accept someone who has hazed a teacher.
But, Dean Wheeler, that was a one-time mistake, an aberration. Dean Wheeler?
Aberration. Aberration.
Mistake, an aberration. Dean Wheeler?
B, why didn't you tell us?
What? That I was coming to debase myself?
Debase. Debase.
What? That I was coming to debase myself?
Why are we crashing Nate's family reunion, and why would Blair be here?
Well, the road to tip me off. She's coming. Maybe she's ready to relaunch herself in the Blue Blood Society.
Relaunch. Relaunch.
Maybe she's ready to relaunch herself in the Blue Blood Society.
How are you, dear? I heard you rejected the Colony Club. Oh, too stuffy for my taste as well.
Stuffy. Stuffy.
Stuffy for my taste as well.
Rachel Carr in the costume closet during the school play. Not good. By the end of tonight, the old Blair Waldorf will be dead and buried with no chance for resurrection. Hey!
Resurrection. Resurrection.
And buried with no chance for resurrection.
Wow, that was...
Yeah. Go find Dan. Make sure this social eulogy doesn't get out of hand.
Eulogy. Eulogy.
Make sure this social eulogy doesn't get out of hand.
You think that Humphreys have a crest? Maybe something Jenny could stitch onto one of my cardigans?
Cardigan. Cardigan.
Maybe something Jenny could stitch onto one of my cardigans?
I need an Eleanor Waldorf design for the big day.
Sure, though I think she discontinued her third.
Discontinue. Discontinue.
Though I think she discontinued her third.
It used to drive me nuts.
This is a pep talk.
Pep. Pep.
This is a pep talk.
Serena, hey, how are you? Whoa. Oh. Whoa, what was that for?
I don't know, Newland Archer. Try to rack your brain.
Archer. Archer.
What was that for?
I don't know, Newland Archer. Try to rack your brain.
Things that make you happy, or sad, or crazy. Well, that last one would be kind of hard to condense.
Condense. Condense.
Well, that last one would be kind of hard to condense.